Stone wrestling fans in the house tonight. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let your boy tell you why. First and foremost, it's free. Can't beat that. Also, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor's also going to distribute that bad boy for you so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere else people are listening to podcasts. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. But, maybe smoke some first.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Raw's done.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
It's so.
My hole!
Listen, it's been like 18 years since Raw happened. We forget about these things. Listen, everyone's talked about it.
My hole!
It seems like it's old news now, but this is the 420 Wrestling Hour. We gotta talk about my hole.
Hey, you still smoking with that torch? That torch is always so aggressive. He's like,
The torch?
Isn't it cool though?
yeah, it's cool. I
Isn't
used
it
to
cool?
have one of those, but like, man, it's like you weld in that blunt.
Sometimes you gotta weld, right?
I literally, I don't know. I just think it's fucking cool.
It is pretty dope though. I like this shit. It's accurate.
Accurate.
It is accurate
Flame
as fuck.
flickering all over the place, and,
And in the fall, I was just spending so much time smoking outside, and the wind would keep fucking with me, and I was like, you know what? I got something for you. Here's a fucking
Yeah,
torch.
those torches are key for one hitters and shit like that. Like
Absolutely.
Well, hey, it is the 420 Wrestling Hour, so we're starting off with a little 420. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
We're back. This is I think this is episode 15. Yo, we've been doing this for
Episode
15 weeks
Yeah.
on the
Happy
award-winning and critically acclaimed 420 Wrestling Hour.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, guys, a lot happened in wrestling this week, but first things first, I think it's important to say, we back.
We back,
yeah.
baby.
We had 14 listeners.
Yes.
I checked in before we started.
Absolutely.
We doubled
Glad you brought that
the
up.
half of you that left last week. You're back. Welcome back. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back.
Thank you so
Bad
much for
mic be
returning.
damned.
Bad mic be damned, they came back, and
Yeah,
this mic should be good this week for as far as over easy Kyle Kush goes. That's me, aka the Kush Eater, and he had a great match on NXT Takeover Vengeance. But joining me, as always, who are you?
Yo, it's Arium, the illustrious Arium, aka the Canarium.
He forgot for a second.
I forgot my
Forgot
fucking
all.
name, but also I
Who
was about to
am
cut
I?
off JB. I could see him in frame, and I was like, but yeah, it's me. What up?
This JB, the demon mark of Fleet Street, out here still putting in work.
Yeah, I love
Did
it.
a lot of Sweeney Todd and bobbing this week. You should see my wig work. It's not illustrious, but it is luxurious.
Impact
I
Driver.
can vouch for that.
And also the Impact Driver.
He is the Impact
coming at you.
Driver.
No surrender. I'm coming. I'm
Let's
not coming yet.
let's not get him excited. He's got 60
Gotta cradle
seconds.
the balls
It's
before
gonna-
I get here. That's
right.
Somebody's got to watch.
So keep tuning in for some high-minded pro wrestling conversation, and you never know when the Impact minute can hit. We get 60
Bang.
seconds to talk about Impact on this program.
yeah.
Bang, bang.
Anyway, what are you guys high
smoking,
on? What are you
Overeasy?
smoking tonight? Yeah, thanks for asking, illustrious Canarium. Tonight I'm smoking. I just picked this up. It is called Layer Cake. It's from Rhythm. Let me just lay this on you here. It's a balanced hybrid with sweet cake-like flavors, complemented with layers of diesel and earth. And I gotta say, that description, whoever did the copywriting on that was right on. This is great stuff.
How do you get that job?
Writing copy for a cannabis company?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to become a copywriter, which you don't have to go to school to do, and then you just come up with some, a portfolio of work that you've got freelancing, and then you can start applying to companies.
That's
I know
dope,
this because
bro.
this is what my partner is trying to do right now, copywriting.
Heck
so.
yeah, man. And you get to try all the weed.
Maybe
Because you got to describe it.
it's
You
true.
got to describe it.
Holy shit, you're right. Maybe this is
That's
the
what I'm
path I need
saying.
to
That's
take
what
in
I'm
the cannabis
saying. How do
industry.
you get this job?
Maybe I need to go into cannabis copywriting. Shit. We are making this discovery on the program.
That's what I'm saying, over easy.
All right, let me try my handed. Let me try.
What you got going?
Handed. Okay. This is Skywalker Og. It'll get you high. That's all I got. I don't think this is the business for me. I don't think.
I'll take an ounce.
I'll take it out.
I think it sounds good.
Yeah.
Get you fucked up.
Oh
Smoking.
my God.
I'm smoking
Put it
lime
in your
OG right now, and the way I can actually taste the fucking citrus is excellent.
Lime OG.
Oh,
I don't know about lime. I know Skywalker OG. That's like an indica dominant hybrid. I'm pretty sure. But
Yeah,
I sell that sometimes. Lime OG. I don't know.
I actually popped my Chicago dispensary cherry.
Oh, did you?
Hey.
Did you do a little sunny side?
I did not.
Oh.
I heard that you had to go into 2 different buildings in
Oh.
Lakeview to go shop there.
Yeah,
so
I don't know
went
about that.
to a space closer to me, Dispensary 33.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Jacksonville.
I've been to that one.
It was nice. I was
Good
in and out
experience?
in like 3.5 minutes, bro, with
Word.
the pre-order. It was
Word.
great.
Right
Love
on.
it.
Nice. I
Well,
was not that lucky. So good. I'm glad they're getting better at this.
Yeah.
I stood outside for 2 hours
today?
before I could go. No. Dear God, no. I'm a grown ass man.
Jeez.
I'll be good goddamned if I stand outside in this weather for weed.
The people do. They did today and
I
yesterday.
shan't.
I believe it.
Well, that's
so I got
that's-
some news for you guys.
Should we call the
Yes,
dealer?
obviously.
Is our dealer here with some non kayfabe news?
Hey,
Sent
knock,
the
knock, knock.
canaries out. Sent the canaries out, and
I wish I could
Unfortunately,
do like the
JB and I thought that Taya Valkyrie may be coming to AEW and helping out the women's division. She is not.
Incorrect.
She is signed with WWE NXT. They're picking up everyone.
Embarrassment of riches. Am I right?
Looking stupid as fuck right now.
Jeez
I'm
Louise,
looking
bro.
mad
He was like,
stupid. I was
Tampa,
so sure.
she's on the way, or like I forget what the quote
I
was.
put my whole neck out there. I said, help is on the way.
Yes.
You know, a canarium, arium, don't you worry. This shit gonna get fixed. You got a multiple knockouts champion coming to lead the women's division. Now I'm sitting here looking like 220 pounds of shit.
It's okay. I was very
I'm so
high on
ready.
Taya and AEW though. I thought that was a good pairing, but hey,
We dumb as fuck. We didn't know she was married to John Morrison. That's what
I had no
I-
idea.
I did forget about that. But yeah, I knew they were together.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they were a thing on Lucha Underground. They were part of a trio. I forget who the other one was, but yeah, it's good shit.
You told us to watch that shit. We should have listened.
I did.
I will still. And number 2, I was wrong last week. Over Easy Kyle Kush was right. Cesaro had signed a new contract with WWE by the time I said that. So he is re-signed. If for all the Cesaro stands out there, congratulations,
Yeah,
I guess.
Congratulations.
Or
Annual Cesaro
or
push
I'm very
ends
sorry.
Next week.
What'd you say? The
what?
push ends next week?
The annual Cesaro push ends next week when he loses by vicious curb
Yep.
stomp to Seth Rollins, and we never hear from him again.
I
Well, we'll
wish
see.
you were
He's in
wrong.
Elimination Chamber, so
I don't. Oh yeah, someone. Yeah, he does. He's got to win the Elimination Chamber.
What?
So
He's gonna win
Roman
it?
can- yeah, I'm calling it. Cesaro wins the Elimination
Wow.
Chamber to win by to lose by butt rape to Roman Reigns
Oh,
after the
God.
match.
okay. So
This is
I'm doing
non-consensual.
I'm doing predictions later this week, and I'm gonna write you down for Cesaro. Yeah, I'm not gonna let your high ass
said
change
it.
it later.
You said it.
I will tell you to refer to this moment. You said Cesaro.
Yeah, and Roman is gonna eat him alive.
I believe the term you used was butt rape. I think it was.
I believe so.
I didn't want to
though,
repeat it. That was very. Ooh.
He gave a big promo on Talking Smack that kind of would hint at what JB is talking about. So
Wow.
And I didn't even see Talking Smack.
I didn't see it this week
Who
either.
knows? Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I
check
think
that
that's
out.
your winner.
The Swiss Superman getting the big push. Do you have any more news
I
from
do.
the dealer?
I'll keep it
What's
rolling.
going
Yeah, we got so Mia Yim and Keith Lee are engaged.
Yay!
Congratulations
I
to
smoke for that
APIC.
union.
Yeah,
That's dope. I smoke up to that.
Get that love in, baby.
And
smoke
finally,
up to
last
the
night
love.
but not least,
Flipping the ball for that.
Bow Wow wants all the smoke
Oh,
in
come on. I
WWE.
read about this. What's going on here?
I think
He's trying to get that Bad Bunny money.
he wants to wrestle Bad Bunny. He started off with a Twitter altercation with T-Bar. And
T-Bar is like the
T-Bar
Twitter.
looks stupid,
T-Bar's
too.
like the Twitter gatekeeper for WWE now. When did this happen? This is
I don't know.
It's great.
He's bored. I don't blame him. But Bow Wow is training with Rikishi, or he wants to train with Rikishi.
He wants to, or he is.
I think he had read something said that he is like about to start training with Rikishi in California.
So
I feel like if
from
you're
his
Bow
Twitter.
Wow and you want to train with Rikishi, you can find a way to do that.
you're probably right.
Absolutely.
I feel like that's like
Hey.
I feel like that's a little more expensive than a high end cameo to train with Rikishi.
Maybe, probably.
I don't
Something
think,
to think
I don't
about.
Think he's worried about money at this point.
Well, keep your eye out for not Lil, just Bow Wow.
Nah, that's Lil Bow Wow.
It's Lil Bow Wow.
Nah, that's Lil Mama. I've never seen a picture with him and Lil Mama together, so I think they're the same person.
Could be. I wish them the best in their wrestling pursuits.
Oh, also, we never talked about it, but WWE signed a deal with Peacock. And
Yes.
will be moving their entire catalog over to Peacock. What do we think?
WWE wants to
Yeah.
see their peacock cock. Their peak. It's
And
a
it's
Katy
just
Perry
for-
song, guys.
Stop it. I hate everything.
It's pop music.
It's just for North America, right?
Is it?
Good question.
Yeah, I think it's just that's just the deal in North America.
So the WWE Network will cease to exist. Is that correct? In March?
Pretty much.
Wow,
As
Yeah, I
understand it,
believe
it'll
we will be
absorbed.
watching WrestleMania on Peacock.
that is correct. So
Now, if you're paying for it, you get to, you guess what? You got Peacock.
which I have because when I signed up for internet, it came with Peacock. So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna get this now,
So
That's
you get
dope.
to save money.
which is cool.
And it's cheaper.
Here's-
Anyway, like from someone who already has network and doesn't have Peacock, it's cheaper.
Interesting. Well, I'm the only thing I'm concerned about is functionality. Like, here's the thing I like the most about WWE Network, which I cannot do as of right now on the Peacock app, is start a live thing after it's already begun, which is a huge feature on the network that I love. Like the pay-per-view starts, we all can't get together right at the same time. Fuck it, we'll start it whenever. As long as it's already started, you can start it from the beginning. I don't think
Right.
Peacock has that option at this point. But we shall see.
Hopefully they get that added in right away.
Yeah, it's a big
'Cause
feature
that would
I
be a
enjoy.
big change.
And hopefully they see their new WWE fans or like that clientele as a big enough investment to like, okay, now we got to change some stuff to like make it suit what they need. Or hopefully we're not just like a niche thing that they got like, oh yeah, them too.
I just want to be appreciated.
Yeah, I hope you're a major acquisition.
I've become attached to the WWE Network, but
Yeah.
I guess it's good. This is a good thing. At least, well, we can't judge yet. We haven't seen it.
We'll give it
I
a
think
chance.
you'll have more eyes looking at a product, and if they
Yeah.
get more interested, then WWE will just continue to put out more content. Which
But
honestly, their
NBC
documentaries right now, and their talk shows are all pretty fucking excellent.
That was my other question. Like the WWE Network original programming is some of the best shit that WWE does. Will they still be producing documentaries and day ofs and 24s and all these original programs that we've come to enjoy?
I think that they will, and their budget may start to increase.
Oh wow, interesting. It will be interesting because they're going up against Fox has SmackDown and those are competitors, Fox and NBC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, like, I guess the question is, will being on Peacock add viewers to WWE or fans to WWE?
I think it has the possibility.
But are they intending to use it that way, or or are WWE fans just getting Peacock?
Huh.
I think it has to be the former, or else WWE wouldn't be interested. I think they know that there's like the casual cable watcher that has an NBC subscription service, maybe that maybe not doesn't used to watch wrestling and hasn't in a while, and now they're gonna get all this like Attitude Era type wrestling that may draw them back into watching Monday Night Raw or Friday SmackDown. I think that's what they're trying to aim towards, is grabbing those eyes.
They're taking it over right at Mania time. So if they get a good draw for WrestleMania, I mean, I don't know. If maybe we know all of our draws now. Maybe Edge is the draw. I don't know. Is that enough to grab eyeballs from the layman? I don't know.
We'll see.
We shall. Is there any more non-kayfabe news, or should we get into the fake shit?
Let's get into the fake shit. NXT Vengeance Day. What is up,
a
bro?
takeover that feels like a takeover again.
Oh, I'm still high on
Man.
this because I just finished it before we started this
There you go.
podcast.
And Josiah Williams, you got bars, my brother.
Yeah.
Dude.
You got bars.
Dude.
Love it.
Yeah, I've been a
Thank
fan.
you
I've been a
so
fan of that
Hall
guy.
of Fame.
I've been a fan of that guy for a while, and then before he signed with WWE. So then when he got that job,
Nice.
I was like, this dude's cool. And then he got let go as a part of those original layoffs, I'm pretty sure. But now I guess he's back. So good for him. Yeah, that dude is very talented.
Yeah. Killing
So
it.
He can
talented.
spit.
And
right.
I wonder if he had anything to do with that Cameron Grimes music.
I think that was him.
Right? I think it was too.
That was definitely him.
Okay, before we start any NXT, isn't Cameron Grimes the greatest thing ever?
What's
Bro, I'm so into
I
this.
pledge allegiance to Cameron motherfucking Grimes,
Let's do-
the greatest
To
professional
the
wrestler in the
moon.
world today.
He may be.
He gets it. That man is fucking brilliant. I couldn't be happier for him.
If that's not his theme song, I'm fucking done.
It may just be good for a music video. He's not hip hop, you know.
I can't do that.
He's
I can't
such
go
a
that
chicken
far.
shit though, bro. Like it's so ironic for
It's
his
so funny.
weird
I
ass
don't
character.
want it to be gone forever. I do want to hear it more.
Yes.
Man, I don't know.
I'm trying
I
to
wanna
hear it
all the
again,
time,
again.
and again. But I don't want it to be his whole theme song. But it is awesome.
I know I've said this
The
about
concept.
Scarlett.
Fucking lose it.
I've said this about Scarlett before, but it really is a better way to describe Cameron Grimes in that he is pro wrestling.
He is pro wrestling.
That's what it is in a nutshell. If someone was like, "What do you like this pro wrestling shit?" I'd be like, "Okay, come here and watch this dude." Okay, he's funny as shit.
Kiss
Here's
my
his thing.
grits.
He's obnoxious. Don't you hate him? But then watch. He can like beat dudes up. This is really cool. Like he's actually very athletic, and you love to hate him, kind of thing. Like it's great. You know, think about
The
seeing
fact
that live.
he
It'd be so
still
fun.
Won't wear a shirt.
What'd you say?
Okay,
The fact that he still won't wear a shirt.
Oh no, why would you? He's
So I
ripped.
did-
He's got a physique to show off.
I didn't know he actually made money off the Reddit GameStop thing until you guys told me. And my valet was sitting right next to me, and she was like, "Is that real money?" And I was like, "I don't know, probably, because you can't really like counterfeit money, like that's fucking illegal." But that was probably real money since he is fucking paid now, evidently, right?
Yeah, I think he legit made some bags off of this
Do
game.
you guys have an
Stacks
estimate, like
on
just a
stacks
throw
on
out
racks
number?
on racks.
Racks and racks. I don't know the number. I could try to Google it right now. I mean, I think this came from the Observer and shit like that. So you always have to take it with a grain of salt. I don't know if this came from the mouth of Cameron Grimes himself, but what was Cameron Grimes' name on the Indies again? It's been so long I can't remember. Something Lee, right?
It started with a T, didn't it?
Yeah, Travis Lee. What's it?
Trevor Lee.
Trevor Lee.
Trevor
Yep,
Lee.
Trevor Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Nice. That's a
And
God bless him.
I don't think that his gimmick was at all Cameron Grimesy on the Indies. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I could be. I'm talking on my ass.
Well, his gimmick right now is money.
It's
It is
working
absolute money.
so well.
I
it
don't
up.
want him ever to leave NXT now. Like, because his story is being the richest man in NXT.
In NXT.
And watching him become the rich man is part of the charm.
Ugh.
Like, if I think he went to the main roster, he'd just be a rich guy, and we've seen that gimmick before. But him going from annoying Cameron Grimes to rich Cameron Grimes is maybe one of the greatest transitions in NXT
So
that
good.
you'll ever see.
It's been a beautiful thing to see.
My God. But Takeover Vengeance, man.
Yeah, we could
What
talk
a
about
fucking
Cameron Grimes
takeover.
until we went to the moon. But yeah, we got to talk about this show. God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
I fucking love the start of the pay-per-view.
Big
don't
Dusty
know
Cup
what
for Raquel and Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai, bro. Oh my gosh. First of all, I love the jumpsuits from like Shotzi and Ember. I thought those looked cool as fuck. I love that they're like really trying to work themselves into a tag team. They
Yeah.
have, the hair and shit going now. Like it looks great. They were doing some really creative offense. They did one move where they both were like on a leg and they kind of like somersaulted over, and I was just like, I don't even know what the fuck they're doing right now, but I'm really enjoying this shit.
Yes.
And I'm not usually a big Shotzi Blackheart fan, but I really enjoyed her in this match.
I was gonna say I've never liked either of these women as much as I have as them together. The last few times I've seen them as a team,
Absolutely.
I was like, okay, this is working for me. These they fit. She howls at the moon. The other one's name is Moon. They both dress like steampunk, like fucking what's the movie? Mad Max. I'm like, okay, this works.
Absolutely.
The Ember Moon is when she came back. She wasn't changed enough for me. It just was.
Same.
Just was wishy washy, and it was gonna fall flat again. But now I feel like this could be something. Her and Shotzi. We'll see.
Bro, Raquel is a beast.
Yeah, she's protected.
I think Rhea and Raquel are gonna have like a Bailey Sasha type feud for years.
Really?
On the main roster.
Really?
Because everyone's
Yes,
saying that
bro.
about Bianca and Rhea, like the new Austin
like that's what
and
it's
Rock.
Maybe. I would like that, but I was just thinking along the lines of Vince and his bigger characters.
Yeah,
Like how he likes his big guys. I think he might stick Rhea and Raquel in programs a lot because I think their body types work really well with each other too.
I mean, maybe they'll just all orbit each other when they finally get to
I would
Raw.
love that.
You know, like I haven't seen Bianca, and just because their paths didn't cross at the same time, Bianca and Rhea haven't crossed paths. Not Rhea, Raquel haven't crossed paths very often,
Right.
or at all that I can think of. And Bianca's a physical specimen, you know, not quite as tall, but on the level of them. So I'd love to see all three of them just smashing into each other for about 5 to 6 years.
no
Please,
doubt.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
But
was.
yeah, I was glad to see this. Glad to see this match got the time it deserved.
It was
I
epic.
thought they did well with it. Yeah.
Just another big brawling, well wrestled match. All the matches on the show were really well wrestled. Like,
Absolutely.
Like this is just good wrestling takeover, back again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good win by Dakota and Raquel. Like I was a little surprised they won because you have heel women's champions. So heel versus heel is kind of weird, but hey, you know what?
Yeah, and it's just it's down the line too, so you never know. It may not even be
You never know.
be Nia and Shayna.
True point.
Yeah, good for them.
Kushida and the Way.
That's right.
Johnny.
Where
With an
where
abduction by
is
Dexter Lewis.
Austin Theory?
He gone. I love that.
The rest of the way is gone too. Did we see them? Did they ever come
We were
back?
looking for him.
They went to go look for him.
Yeah, so maybe they got kidnapped as well.
I guess that could be true.
I mean, man,
didn't
I
see it
doubt
that
I
fully,
doubt he
but-
would take women. He's a little classier than that. He may be a
He
serial
is a
killer,
face.
but he's not going to be, restraining women backstage. That's a little that's a step over the line, Dexter.
That's
I
the
liked
Undertaker.
this though. I liked that. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean,
I kind of wish it had played into the match a little more, but
Yeah.
still, it did leave open. It gave an opportunity for another interesting story between Johnny and Kushida that I didn't think was going to get told.
Yeah, and I think that may be the reason they probably went with not letting it disrupt because it kind of gave Kushida and Gargano the spotlight that they deserved. Honestly,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was smart because he's Johnny Takeover. Doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he's like, "Go, I got this," because it's Takeover, and he's not wrong.
You know?
I was
And-
sad though.
Sad about what?
Say what?
I was sad, man. I wanted it to be Kushida's time.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not going to be. They don't do it.
I just don't know what they're gonna do with him now. Like
Well,
they keep doing
mean-
this. Isn't this the
Yeah.
second time?
Yeah.
no, it's just the first time. I think this is his first.
Well,
American Championship match.
yeah, but he
Well,
was
but it's
gone
like big feuds.
He was gone with an injury for a while, and then they kind of reset him and brought him back with the new fire since he had this hand injury.
And isn't this the culmination of? Well, not so far. I still don't think it's over. I think as he was laying there after he lost, and the shock kind of passed over me. Like I felt good about that whole thing. Like they made a really good challenger out of him. They really did make us believe he could be champion, and that's kind of the point, you know. Like
But when is he gonna be champion?
maybe never. But
Maybe
like,
never. That's the whole point, too.
Maybe never. But the thing is, like, you have someone we'll always believe could be champion, and that's not invaluable. You know what I mean?
It's not
our point.
invaluable, but it is unfortunate.
Sure.
for
sure.
a man of his caliber.
Sure. But maybe they have different plans, and maybe we don't agree with these plans. Maybe they have different plans for someone like Kushida. Maybe his job is in like a Shinsuke Nakamura way to be putting over these younger talent and to like put these guys who are the future to big tests and give big matches. Like Johnny Gargano versus Kushida is a dream match in a lot of circles.
Yeah,
like
they weren't lying about that.
You know, and like to be able to pull that off is impressive. You don't always have to put the belt on that guy each time. Maybe in the future. Hopefully in the future.
I am enjoying Gargano's run as champion. I do think that what he's doing right now with Austin and the comedy that they're putting out, I don't think he actually needs the belt around his waist. But I don't think it hurts, and he's having a good run. I think for Kushida, I'm just like, man, I wasn't thinking he needed to be the NXT men's championship or men's champion right now. But damn, he can't even win the NXT North American championship.
Well, not off of Johnny. You know, not off of Johnny Takeover. You know, he'll lose it one day. You know, but not off of Johnny. He's that dude.
Yeah, I think it was the right call story-wise. Now that I think about it, I just think we like Kushida so much. We want to see him finally, get a big win for a championship. But that's a testament to him and how good he is at making us believe that he's a legit competitor, like you said, JB. It's It's interesting what you said about Shinsuke too. We're gonna cheer and cheer and cheer, and he had his glory on NXT, but Kushida hasn't yet. And now we're talking about Shinsuke on the main roster as a guy who came out in the news now, the news quote unquote, that apparently there's no big push in it for Shinsuke, and he's just there to put younger guys over, which is I guess fine. But maybe that's what Kushida's role in NXT is. We don't know, but
and
could be.
Putting on these awesome matches with people like Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano, like if he bangs out 4 or 5 matches like that and then puts over some young talent in this 3-year span, even if he never holds the belt, maybe that was never part of the plan, but that's a pretty impressive run.
Yeah.
Well, not impressive, but like that's a substantial run. You've done good work with him in that regard.
Yeah.
Unless you're like really expecting him to win, which I kind of want him to,
We want him to because he's that good. But the championships are a hard mountain to climb, and not everyone can win them. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he tasted gold in New Japan, didn't he? I mean, he
was the Tanahashi of New Japan.
Exactly.
Like,
so
he's that dude.
He's that dude. But man, this was an excellent match. Johnny always shows up for TakeOver, and Kushida is he's the shit.
The time stopper.
Bro, the graphics looked so dope too. Like his entrance was
did.
awesome. Thank you also to NXT for actually making a different set. Like even though you're still in the PC, I could tell that you guys tried.
Yeah.
And WWE didn't even try to do shit for the Royal Rumble. So thank you, Triple H, for at least giving us something else to look at, man. I appreciate it.
The presentation looked good. I was trying to squeeze this whole show in because I knew we were recording this tonight. Valentine's Day was yesterday. I worked yesterday and today. So trying to squeeze this show in was a little difficult. So I was watching this morning before work at like 7 o'clock. I was like waking up watching this Gargano Kushida bout, and it was like a shot of espresso. I started like jumping around my kitchen. I was like, yeah! I was like, man, I love this shit. This is like waking me up. I was not really looking forward to this. So kudos to Gargano and Kushida for waking me up and getting me pumped for work today. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy. You know what else got me pumped up? MSK.
Okay.
Coming in strong.
Okay.
Winning the whole Dusty Cup, my guy.
They are here, bro.
They are here, baby.
I thought Grizzle was gonna win this, man. I was telling JB before we started the show, man. I was like, these dudes were in the finals last year. They seem like hot and ready. Like I love hearing them on the microphone right now. I just think they're doing dope shit. And I was like, I'm ready to see this win, even over MSK. And then MSK won, and I was like, confused, but also like still down with it. Like, what do y'all think? Did y'all think this was a upset?
I did. I was so sure that the grizzled young vets were going to pick this up, and that was the whole story. They lost last year. They made it all the way to the finals. This was their redemption, their retribution, if you will. They were trying to shut it down, and but they didn't. And I should have known, because in the women's Dusty Cup, you had heel victors, so I should have deduced that we're going to have good guys going over in the men's cup. But I did not even think about it because I was so sure that grizzled young vets were going to take it. But my God, I wasn't sure what to think about the Rascals because I never watched Impact, so I wasn't really familiar with these guys that much.
Huh? What? Huh? Who? Hey! Sorry.
Oh, it's a.
Oh, no.
No, we're good.
Okay,
We're good.
calm
We're
down. We're good.
I'm ready though. Whenever.
They're MY. This is my thing. Like, let's not name tag teams or groups with just letters unless they stand for something. NWO we knew was the New World Order. For example, I can't even remember what MZK, M2K, MG. What does it stand for? Who are you? All I knew when for their first couple of appearances that these dudes were in Impact, and their presentation was very bright and neon, and they were in your face, and they're really good wrestlers. But even without any backstory or what the fuck is your name an acronym, these last two matches have made me the biggest fans of these dudes. From their match on NXT, the semifinals match, and then the one on Vengeance. I don't know if they just pulled out new moves or if it was the announcers putting over the story of them being, baby faces and the one dude's dad passing away and pro wrestling being what bonded them together. This was probably the match of the night for me. I was obsessed. I really loved it.
Wow, like that's high praise. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with that. It was a fantastic match. And their ascension to this has been booked to perfection.
Yes.
To absolute perfection. It's kind of one of the things we've been talking about this topic for around 2 weeks now, and this is why you need things like the Dusty Cup and the King of the Ring, and like this is where you hotshot new stars. This is where you make new stars happen. You don't have to put the main belt on everybody, but if you have cool shit like this happening in and around at any given moment, there should never be a time that they're not fighting for something. Why the fuck not?
That's another thing that I thought. It was like the tournaments are such a great way to build these stories and build stars and propel things along. I wish they would do them so much more often. I didn't mean to derail your thoughts. Go ahead.
No, that's real. And they did break out different moves. Like they broke out slightly advanced variations of their moves.
Yep.
Over these 4 or 5 matches that culminated in these things, and it was so wonderfully put together.
Oh, so fulfilling.
Yeah, great.
Also, they're just such a different style than most of the tag teams in NXT, and we know that NXT is obviously in competition with somebody else on Wednesdays right now, and another program that has just amazing tag team wrestling, and MSK is like a very they would really fit in with the AEW tag team division.
They would.
With their work rate. So it's nice to see that on the other Wednesday show now. Like maybe they might want to start going towards that way too. Like I would love to see some more of this type of tag team.
Well, them and the grizzled young vets. I mean, we're talking about MZ5 a lot, but grizzled young veterans are the same story with MGK is with them. Is like these. You guys, I mean, especially JB Bad, you were really high on them for several weeks, and I was not quite there yet. But now that their last 2 matches, just like finally getting the whole package of them being these cutting the promo every time the dude comes in, it's just fucking money. And the grizzled young vets.
I love the way he says that shit.
It's so good.
I love it.
I'm telling you, they're just an upgrade on the Revival. They're just a slight upgrade of, okay, you took what Revival.
They could talk way better.
And we're just, exactly. Revival almost kind of by choice because they were super old school as part of their gimmick. We're just super plain to piss you off. And okay, now we've got that. Let's build upon that. And that's what we've got here. And man, I'd fucking enjoy him. And I was legitimately shocked that they didn't win.
I really was.
And it just it goes to point. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, like how AEW's making do with its women's division. No, AEW's kind of making do on all fronts. The tag teams in NXT have more talent than the one in AEW. It's just only occasionally WWE decides to let that ring true.
Wow.
They only occasionally decide to tell us and let us experience how much better their everything is. If they could do this whenever they fucking wanted to. Right. They really could. But they only choose to do it so often.
You got all these like lead role players hiding in the ensemble.
Yep. You know what I mean? And AEW, as good as they are making do with what WWE didn't sign.
Pretty much.
All the way to the top. It's like they can put on Dusty Classic style matches anytime.
They just don't. They just let them fucking loose. Come on, Triple H, take over Mondays.
They would be all over the PWI charts if they wanted to.
Yeah.
These two teams were reminding me so much of the vibes I got with American Alpha and the Revival.
Okay.
And if we can have like a series of like 3 to 5 bangers with these two, I'm all here for it. I didn't want this match to end. It was
I hear that.
So good.
Yeah. Beautiful stuff.
And I think I liked it so much because the ending was just so surprising and fulfilling. Like you said, the booking of that tournament and their story was chef's kiss, as they say.
I felt
it was like it was hidden in plain sight. It was like right there for us all to see the entire time. I didn't see it.
It shot when I saw Zach Gibson scream in his face. Like I felt like a fan. I was like, oh my God, we're gonna lose this. Like I felt like a real sports fan. I'm like, no, the coach is pulling in the wrong guy. He's making an error. We're gonna blow it. Wow. And I felt that.
That's when they get you. That's when it's
they
good.
Got me, man. You know, so good shit. Good shit.
That's what we want it to be like all the time.
Yeah, those are the kind of matches and stories that make me love what we do, what we get to watch.
That one was fun, and I just want to put over that spot they do where the one dude flips and the other dude pushes him.
I love that spot.
How fucking cool is that?
Oh my gosh, I love that shit.
You know how cool it is? WWE had it in 2K before they had the Rascals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they've known about. They also have the Meltzer driver from the Young Bucks in there, but still, they think that move is kind of cool too.
It is cool.
I love it.
Wow. Okay.
Shall we move on to the Performer of the Year?
Yoshirai?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This was my. You kind of brought me over on Match of the Night with MSK, but this is still my spot of the night with Yoshirai. So
fucking fearless, man.
I just got to go into it. When that table fell apart, when the hand of Thanos attached to the thickness that is Tony Storm knocked down the table, and the way she looked at it too, she was like, "Well then, we got ourselves the situation." And EO is climbing up to the top of that pole, and they're like, "So hey, now we've reached full wrestling improv, and we're punching each other." Io Shirai, do you remember that movie with the guns where they could curve bullets? Io Shirai is obviously supposed to jump down onto somebody on that table.
Yes.
Right.
This heifer
threw her fucking body
at an angle. She went at a turn. She turned the corner on these bitches and landed at an angle. Io Shirai is a damn genius of the sky.
Yes.
And if that ain't never been more true than in that moment, I called my po wife from her slumber to come look at this. Look at this shit. You gotta look at this. She's flying and turning and skywalking on these bitches in midair. My God.
Did she pop?
Bro.
No, she's like, it's early. I'm tired. We're snowed in. I hate you. Why did I marry you? You're a bad person.
Oh
but
my
she's
God.
still with me.
She didn't pop. Dude, we're never going to stop trying to get people to pop. Do you, Ariam, you remember when we were in Colorado and we had a bunch of people over to my little apartment to watch the Bachelor.
Was it Survivor Series?
And before we started it, it was the day after we'd watched Survivor or SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. That's right.
And the Fiend had debuted against Finn Balor, and we were still so high on this that I made everyone, like this group of like 10 actors. I was like, just watch this thing, just watch it, because I wanted everyone to pop so bad, and everyone was just like, wow, cool. And I was like, all right, let's put on The Bachelor. I was like, please like what I like.
Get it? Like, why don't you get it?
I was like, come
Why
on,
don't you get it?
They're gonna think this is dope, right? And they were just like, this is wrestling. Oh God.
Bro, as much as I love Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez,
Yeah.
them looking up at Yoshirai make that spot work. They have to be like, oh yeah, that bitch is supposed to have this belt for a while. Yeah, it's hers. Jeez. Ugh. Oh my god, she's just freaking fearless. I'm just such a fan. Yeah. I'm not even like in a hurry for her to ever get to the main roster. No. I'm just really enjoying her run as NXT Women's Champion.
I was like, why ever go? Because they don't let you do shit like this on the main roster.
No.
Right.
There's just no one to...
Unless you're Kevin Owens.
Enough, Yeah, well, you're right. But, like, if they were going to let her go up there and have these kind of matches with Charlotte and Rhea and Bianca and Sasha, like, but if you're not, leave her there.
Yes.
This shit's great.
It's so good.
She's the absolute best. There's nothing more to be said.
I will say, I really hate flying headbutts, and I'm surprised that they're allowing Toni to do that.
I mean, there was a headbutt to the stomach.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit better, I guess.
But it's still more dangerous for her. She does them very well. I will say this.
Yeah.
She does them better than a lot of people that I've seen do them. But still, I don't want anyone to do them. But
yeah, it doesn't look bad. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Really uncomfortable, especially everything that we know now. And
and even Harley Race says don't do these.
Yeah,
but God bless.
To tie in the NXT from the week before, they did a great job on that Go Home show with those promo packages, and that just made me so excited for especially Io Shirai. But the two main event matches, they just had such good like hype packages for them. And I just think it delivered. Although,
so good.
Did the end seem like something was awry?
It looked like Mercedes may have gotten hurt, or you talking about that?
I don't know what happened. Like I feel like from when Mercedes kicked out of Tony's finisher, which I just felt like shouldn't have happened for some reason. I was like, oh, wait. I thought for sure Io was gonna run in on that, and I was like, okay, has anyone kicked out of that before? And it didn't. I just got a weird energy. Maybe I was picking up on something weird, but then it seemed like there was a few times that they were like looking up. The ref was kind of waiting to make a count to see someone was ready for a spot, and then the ending was just like, oh shit, it kind of just happened. Maybe I was distracted or something. I don't know. I kind of want to go back and rewatch it, but
maybe we were distracted and missed that.
And then it weirded me out that Io moonsaulted on Tony's legs, and then Tony rolled out of the way, and then Io pinned Mercedes.
Yeah,
which was weird to me as well. But
she was trying to do double, I guess.
She got
both of them.
Smashed her.
And again, I don't want to nitpick because these people are unbelievable physical performers. But
it's worth talking about.
Yeah, it was just the ending lost steam for me, but I want to go back and rewatch it.
Side note, you were talking about those like promo packages on Wednesday. They did like those like live person teasers.
Yeah.
For each match at the end of NXT on Wednesday, and they should. I don't know if they need to do those all the time, but I fucking loved that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Just all of that.
Oh, okay.
That whole presentation.
Like the people standing. Yeah.
Even the pre-recorded ones, and then like the kind of like boxing UFC style standoffs. Those
were dope.
Very effective.
It just put me, and I like UFC. That kind of just put this whole card put me in the mind of a good UFC card. Mm-hmm. Like just some of the ups and downs and disappointments and who you thought was going to win and how you thought it was going to go.
Yep.
It kind of put me in that really like the sports side of sports entertainment mind.
Right.
Like, it felt real good. But there was one bit of entertainment before we move on to the main event. I do want to make sure we hit Xia Li on actual NXT.
Yes, bro.
Wait, what was this?
Yo,
Xia Li on
I want
NXT.
to talk about Xia Li.
On the actual NXT, yes.
Yeah, just because this was very sports heavy, but there was a little bit of didgeridoo and prestidigitation going on with with NXT. And,
I loved it. I loved it.
You loved it? Yeah, it definitely turns Ali face for me. As another Timothy Thatcher, those girls need to leave. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. They need to leave Zali the fuck alone. This isn't the way you were. Go back to the way you were when you lost matches all the time.
Yeah,
specifically
what was that?
to us. Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah, that
was
was
great.
Who was it? Casey and Kaden?
Yeah, let her be great.
That was random a little bit.
No, I thought that was wonderful. Now kick their teeth in.
Okay, in that way. But I was also I thought it was random because I was like, no, it's Casey and Kaden. It's never been Casey, Kaden, and Zaya. So like, why are we acting like?
I never knew they were that good of friends. That they would come out like
trio type
during the match or whatever. I mean,
they used to beat her. That's why they remember her.
Right.
Oh my god.
They were the ones that beat her on that losing streak that got her all beat up in
by Tian Sha.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Tian Sha.
Of course, they want her to go back to the way they was. It's like get these wins over her. Like I hope she knocks them the heck out.
Tian Sha ain't playing no motherfucking games.
Nah.
Dude, she's scary.
Don't let them hold her back.
Yeah.
Really scary.
I love that.
But yeah, I did like that whole. I'm into that whole story, but yeah, I'm still not into the shades, Boa.
The shades.
I'm gonna say it every week.
I mean, it was kind of interesting. I kind of wonder if maybe Boa can't wrestle because now they're using him literally as the damsel in distress. But hey, God bless.
Yeah, right. I mean, and he's wearing like Nikes or something. Like, bro, like.
Hey, I like the Nikes.
I gotta nitpick you.
He looks like a Doctor Who villain. I'm enjoying it.
Okay, I don't watch Doctor Who, so maybe I don't get it, but.
It's a good style. It's like extra clean, but with like sand shoes.
I got you. I won't nitpick my boy Boa. He's doing his thing. And Cora Jade getting a little TV time. Freelance's own. Taking some shots to the head.
Oh yeah.
Hope she's okay.
Any thoughts on the new signing, Eli Drake, LA Knight?
Yes, I want to talk about Eli Drake because I'm a huge fan of his work on Into the Fire. When I would watch that, he was really good on that show. Great talker, and I was excited about that signing, and it was pretty fun.
He came out hot. I was like, he's a very good talker. I'm not familiar with any of his work.
Same. But, so I'm excited that people are excited.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
I watched like the first 5 or 6 of those NWA Powers on YouTube, and he was a main event kind of guy on that. He was very good.
Good. Excited to see what he does next.
L.A. Knight. That's a name.
Yeah, that's a name. We'll get used to it somehow. Dean Ambrose worked after a while, so we'll make it work. If Dean Ambrose can work, anything can work.
I like Dean Ambrose.
Exactly. So anything can work.
Yeah.
So the European Dream match.
Wow.
Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor.
What a battle.
Brutal.
Bro, ruthless. Also, did y'all know Pete Dunne was 27?
He's 27. Yeah, I knew he was young because I
had no idea.
When he first came onto the scene with Tyler Bates, I mean, they were babies.
He's mad young.
Damn, man.
I kind of thought he was younger than that. But
This dude keeps getting lankier and lankier.
He's still a growing boy.
Yeah, I mean, every time I look, every match I see him, I'm like, are his limbs getting longer? Is he just getting skin? Is he just shedding more weight?
I will say, knowing that he's this young made me okay with the finish. I love the match. First of all,
you thought Pete Dunne was going to win this match?
I wanted him to.
Oh man,
it's another one of those situations where I'm like, win. It's another one of those Kushida situations.
Ugh.
Win.
I mean, he doesn't need to be established as a champion for a good. He was a champion forever. Like forever.
You talking about the NXT UK though?
Yes, he's still synonymous with that belt. Like you got to bid before you have to do something with him.
I feel that, and that's probably very fair. But most people don't watch NXT UK.
True, but even if you didn't, you knew him and that belt.
Right.
No,
just like you know Walter.
I'm saying some people don't know Walter either.
What?
Like I don't watch a lot of Walter matches because I don't watch NXT UK. So if it's not on NXT, or if we didn't watch that one NXT UK match, like I'm not seeing him a lot. And I didn't see a lot of Pete Dunne's matches at their takeovers because I wasn't watching NXT UK.
like his reign predates NXT UK. Like that's what I thought everyone knew him. Like he's the reason there is an NXT. He was having those matches on NXT. Like that's why there is an NXT 2K.
Absolutely.
UK. There's reason there's no 2K22. Pete Dunne, you ruined it. Your hair physics is why. But yes, man. But yeah, you keep going. Come on, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. I just from watching him in NXT for a while now, and he's been hot at times. It's just felt like when. And I just don't know where this Finn Balor thing goes. If like Karrion is headed towards the Cruiserweight Championship, it felt like I'm still on that. I don't know why, but for some reason, that's what it feels like it's going to.
No, they already mentioned that it wasn't about the Cruiserweight title. It was about something bigger. They put that over. I mean, the announcer said that. I don't think Karrion Kross is actually going to wrestle for the Cruiserweight.
And the title's not going to be on the line?
Yeah, and I don't think he's eligible. We joked about it, but he's definitely not under 205.
He's not 205. They're just wrestling.
He's a heavyweight.
I wasn't joking about it because I just don't know. So does he? We all think he's going to the main roster. But yeah, man, I wanted to see him win the match. I don't know. That's what I wanted.
I just wanted that match to live up to, these are like, I think Pete Dunne has the chance to mean to the world what Finn Balor means to the world now in a few years down the line.
Oh.
And just, I wanted that match to really deliver, really establish what they're about. And boy, was it ever. I feel like people will watch that match historically in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Hey, man, remember when Finn Balor fought Pete Dunne takeover one time? You know, that
they fucked his fingers up till he couldn't even, his hands were fucking stumps. Do you see that shit?
So fucking good.
It was so gnarly. And working the legs. I thought Pete had actually hurt his leg. I was really worried.
Truly. This was a wrestling match for so much of it.
It was. A purist.
It was just that slow build where for a while I was like, wow, I mean, they're not doing much here. I mean, it's good, but it's very slow building. Maybe it's going to turn into something. And wow, did it pick up at the end? It snowballed. And, oh, wow. Yeah, see, I knew it was going to be hard for me to choose between this main event and the tag team, the men's Dusty match. I was a little bit more emotionally invested for some reason into the tag match, but as a wrestling match, it's hard to top this one.
Yeah, that's going to be one of those wrestlers matches. People who will go into the business should watch that match. But then I'm not heartbroken at the ending. I think Pete Dunne can go a lot of different directions. All he needs is a nice blood feud to kill time. And then he can go after a North American championship if he needs to. There's plenty of places to go. I don't think... I am surprised at the direction they're going, but I still think it's going to be really fucking interesting because we're going to have to say goodbye to the Undisputed Era. It's been fun. It's been a good run.
Wow.
What a run. What an incredible run of the Undisputed Era had.
Talking about surprises. I mean...
Wow.
I did not see this happening.
Bro, they played that copyright card.
Yeah.
They played that copyright card.
This is their new trick that they do. But we fall for it every time.
I loved it. I love it. Yeah. I fucking love it.
Wow.
During Gargano time.
Wow.
Because they play it a lot and then nothing happens. Mm-hmm. And it will literally finish out the pay-per-view. But they played that and then Adam Cole's fucking kick was exceptional. Wow. Chef's kiss. Holy shit.
Why did he do this?
If they were like, hey, can you land this kick for your life? And he was like, that's what he did. There, he's living, motherfucker. That's his life. Shit.
I was just starting to really get into babyface Adam Cole.
Yeah, I was just kind of getting comfortable. It's okay, I guess I'll do it.
We can finally be like, Adam Cole, baby, and not feel bad about it. He's a good guy. We're on his side. Now we got to go back to well, we really hate him, but we do like saying baby and boom, because that's fun. But that shit, I was ready for it. Well, I wasn't ready for it when it happened, but now I finally was like, okay, I'm into this. And now here we're going. We're breaking up the UE. We don't know what fucking Roddy thinks here. Bobby Fish isn't even on the scene.
He's not coming back.
Nah, he's gone.
Bobby gone? He's gone?
He hurt. He has made a.
He's
paper
hurt,
shame
and if
right
UE is done, he ain't coming back.
Oh no, I like Bobby Fish.
I like him too, but he stay hurt.
He's
He
also old
literally
as
gets
fuck.
hurt. He gets hurt after every match he comes
But-
back from.
As a person who's got a little bit of story obsessive compulsive disorder, I need to know what he feels about this.
Yeah, I do want him to be part of the story. He
Let's
just
at
can't
least
wrestle
tie,
in
let's at
madness.
least tie the loose end here.
Yeah. He can be an on-screen character, but he can't wrestle anymore.
So yeah, I mean, I guess when this was happening, I thought maybe it looked like Kyle might go after Finn. That seemed a little weird. But then when they all threw up the signs at the end, I was like, all right, that's the show. We're still just going to go out on teasing, will he or won't he join the Undisputed Era? But I guess Adam Cole made the decision for him.
You won't. There ain't no Undisputed Era to join.
Wow.
So yeah, that's big news. I think that's the biggest story coming out of the week. Like seeing what's happening with the Undisputed Era. Like we had 4 Horsemen level like plant designs on them.
Yeah. People thought they were going to go up to the main roster. And I was like,
Nah.
Undisputed Era? No.
Now, was this good or was this a mistake?
I don't know yet.
There's no way to tell.
Yeah, it
We
remains to be seen.
got to see where they go.
I think this has, if it doesn't go well, I think the floor is really high on this. We're gonna get some good takeovers out of this, at least 2. If it's done well, this could be the new Ciampa Gargano,
You mean Adam Cole, Finn Balor?
And
and with a little bit
Roderick.
of Kyle O'Reilly, depending on how it shakes out. Like it could be Cole versus Riley. It could be, maybe Finn moves off the scene in some way. Maybe Cole gets the belt back off of him, and it becomes about Cole and Riley.
Wow.
I see Cole versus Roderick too, maybe.
Say what again?
I see Cole versus Roderick too, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Like I think that's what I say. Like as a floor, even if they do it poorly, I think you're gonna get 2 great takeovers out of this.
Damn.
Like even if they fuck everything up.
I like the possibilities.
Yeah,
I
if they
think-
do it right, you got something.
This might be pay-per-view of the year. I know it's only February, but
So far,
that might be my prediction. That like this
Oh.
may end up being pay-per-view of the year.
staying power.
Nice.
I just thought the
Like
card
it.
was. I thought it was a hell of a fucking card.
It was a great card. And I thought the Go Home
What?
show was great too. I'm high as fuck on NXT right now.
Hell
Good
yeah.
shit, baby.
And we got-
Takeover is back.
We got Taya Valkyrie coming. We got LA Knight.
Got new blood, new stories.
We got the
New,
finest
dynamics.
still there. Kona Reeves could do
Oh my gosh! And moving forward.
any
Moving
day.
to Raw. Moving on.
I've been waiting to say this all week over easy. Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac. He came back. Yeah, if any of our listeners, yeah, that is why that is our theme song, because I was going through the audio clips, and the one that starts and ends our show, it sounds like the dude is saying Shane O'Mac, and so I hope anyone else has recognized that as well, because that's indeed what he's saying. At least that's what I believe in my heart. Anyway, Shane O'Mac really did show up on television here on Monday night. That's right. That was Monday, not Friday.
Monday.
Yeah, so Shane O'Mac gets a huge pop from the fake crowd, and he's got a huge announcement. Huge blockbuster announcement. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I can't remember what it was either.
I think his huge announcement was to tell Adam Driver, what's his name? Adam
Pierce.
Adam Pierce, to tell him to tell us who the Elimination Chamber competitors were on the Raw side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's Elimination
Yeah,
Chamber.
this was
season.
lame. It was lame as hell. Shane O'Mac.
Every former champion is in the Elimination Chamber except for Kofi Kingston. The Miz is there. Not Kofi Kingston.
I didn't know Jeff Hardy was a former WWE champion.
What are you living under a rock?
I guess I was gone during those years.
Yeah,
he might have been, yeah.
He was
Yeah,
a
he's
world
former
champ. World champ.
I had no fucking idea.
But Kofi just keep on feuding with Retribution.
Yeah, this is stupid. Shane didn't. He served no purpose. He's the coolest guy there is, Shane O'Mac. Like, he gives you a rub when he's on TV, but this just seems stupid. And then he like teased like there was going to be something else with Adam Pearce as he was leaving. Like, yeah, good job. Like he teased something like there was going to be something later. There was nothing. There's nothing.
Nothing.
So
You're
that's
so right about that.
That's raw for you.
Confused. I was very confused.
It's almost as if Shane was like, I know this sucks, so I'm gonna give a layer, but even though there was no payoff, maybe there'll be a payoff. Maybe there was a payoff tonight. We're recording this on Monday night. I have no idea what happened on Raw tonight, so you'll hear about that next week,
bro.
What, Matt Riddle?
Yes.
Yes, baby.
Riddle versus Keith Lee on Monday Night Raw.
This is what I'm talking about.
Come on, man. They did the damn thing. Let's fucking go. I was so excited to see this match.
Keith Lee's back. He's there's his backstage thing with Matt Riddle I loved. I think these dudes have great chemistry.
So funny.
Clearly they're good friends. They put on wars together in WWE and outside. And this was no different.
And they're in a program with the best version of Bobby Lashley we've ever seen.
Yeah,
baby.
He's too good. I don't know if either of these guys can take him down.
He's looked so amazing right now.
The way he just yoked up Keith Lee and slammed him down.
Wow.
Yes, he is feeling this one. He is really enjoying himself, bro.
Yeah. And I'm enjoying himself too.
Yes, I am enjoying that giant milk dud as well.
And it's cool to see that like MVP can't even control him. Like,
no,
he's the fucking animal.
He's scaring MVP now.
Yes,
love it.
Lashley. I love this guy.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I think this is the program we can bang this around until Mania. Just have these guys slamming into each other.
Well, this is what going to be the Elimination Chamber U.S. title match, right? Mm-hmm. This triple.
I don't know why Matt Riddle's in it because he lost the match. So
I think it's
I don't know why he's in the match.
Affirmative action, right?
You stop that. I will fight.
All right, and I'm logging off. I'll talk to you guys next week.
I will fight you. on the hills.
Bro.
It's Black History Month.
It was blasphemy on my part. I do apologize.
No, but great match. Like, what you happened in the beginning? Bobby Lashley came out and kicked so much ass, you forgot it wasn't a triple threat.
yes. I was saying this before the show started. I was like, yeah, they had a triple threat match this week with Riddle, Lee, and Bobby Lashley. They were like, that was a singles. And I was like, no, Bobby Lashley was there for like 10 minutes. He killed everyone.
You were hearing that fire Bobby Lashley theme at the end of it, so shit. That song is better than the Hurt Business theme. Like, he has his own. That's not the Hurt Business. If you have to look it up. I thought Bobby Lashley's was the Hurt Business, but Hurt Biz has their own, and Bobby Lashley has his own. Mm-hmm. So this is just important distinction.
I'm digging it.
Okay then. So we got Drew McIntyre going throughout the show, feuding with Sheamus, having all the cries, and then fighting Randy Orton with him running out at the end. What do you think of this whole storyline with Sheamus and Drew? Like, well, just thoughts on it.
I want to be into it. I'm not.
I feel you on that one.
I wish I had more to say.
They did it. They did a nice package. The package they did about the friendship with Sheamus and fucking Drew was okay, but they're not. It's just not coming. It's if somebody was like pitching this to me or telling me the story in a compelling way, who was a good storyteller, was orally telling me this, I might say this is a good way to go. But the way that they're showing me does not feel that way.
Yeah.
Also, all these photos from their friendship from like 30 years seem like they're from like the last 5 years. But
kinda.
I'm not gonna, nitpick.
And I was listening to the podcast when I was driving to work the other day, and I completely agree with you, JB. I'm so sorry about last week. Don't get the nipples. Calm down. Calm down. But this is random. They did not sow enough seeds to make it make sense for last week for him to be like, this is the week I want to betray my friend for this belt. Yeah. Like, it's not enough. They hadn't done enough. You're right.
It's week by week, seat of their pants.
Now we knew this program was coming, and God, that's okay to know something's coming, but you
Right.
still have to give us a reason on the night to make it count.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, or let it be the intrigue. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. What worked with Adam Cole is like he did it. There was some confusion, and he walked off air. So Sheamus kind of said, "I did it because I want the belt." Thank you. Like, okay, all right.
What changed in the last few weeks, Shame? I don't know.
Yeah. No one knows.
You know what's also weird is we had all that weird like Alexa Bliss, like where the fuck is the Fiend shit like happening week after week with Randy Orton, and then that shit just stopped cold. Like we haven't seen Randy Orton. Like where's Alexa Bliss?
Didn't they pass in the night? Was that last week or the week before where they passed?
I thought that was
we
the
still
week-
got the Fiend to deal with. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought that was like the week before.
Yeah, you're right. You're putting a pause on it.
Yeah, so I think that's the reason why I'm like, and then Edge is in the picture, and I don't know what's going on.
Who knows?
Miz,
I kind of feel like that if the Edge decision had been made by now, it would be better.
yeah,
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
but he's
I
drawn
hate
it
that
out
they haven't
till
let-
after the Chamber.
They haven't
right?
made a decision on either one of the title matches yet, on Bianca's or Edge, and that's kind of bothering me.
Yeah, I'm not. It was cool for 1 week. Now it's for 2. I'm like, okay, somebody make a goddamn decision.
Please,
No, he already said he's waiting until after the Chamber. So
right?
Well, why did you say he could? Why did you write that he said that? Don't do that.
I know,
Tell him to make his decision.
I know.
Seriously.
So, SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm
well,
ready. I'm ready. Raw's done.
Nia,
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
It's so.
My hole!
Listen, it's been like 18 years since Raw happened. We forget about these things. Listen, everyone's talked about it.
My hole.
It seems like it's old news now, but this is the 420 Wrestling Hour. We gotta talk about my hole.
We have
she
to-
sold the fuck out of that leg drop.
Wait a minute. The leg drop that she barely jumps up into the air for.
Yeah,
Yes.
the flying sit down.
The flying sit down.
The one on the
Look.
apron.
I was fast forwarding through the match because I usually when I fast forward a match I always see the last end, and I heard her say my butt,
Yep, me too.
and that's what made it work. Because when she said my butt, you look up, you start paying attention because that's a weird thing to hear, and then you're fully engaged when she says my butt, and then to follow it up with my hole,
My butt and my hole.
like your head explodes.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I did not catch my hole the first time around.
Me either.
I was watching and I saw Lana move and I saw the sell that Nia gave and I started to hilariously crack up. And I heard her say my butt. And that made me laugh even more. Like I spit out what I was drinking and I laughed so much that I paused it and then I said, I got to watch that again. And I rewound it, and then I caught my hole, which made me laugh more than I'd laughed the first time. And I'm sitting there, I was like in tears, crying. Like my girlfriend
What do you think
had to
Ben
come out and
said,
be like,
bro?
"What is going on?" And I was just
He was
like,
furious. Obviously, they edited it out.
He edited it out, but then he
Yeah.
brought it back.
Well, not because he wanted to, because it just took off like wildfire.
Yep.
Like
Oh,
it was
man.
everywhere. The memes, like
They
Raw,
suck. They
like,
try to cover
the
their
songs.
asses. Like, no, it wasn't supposed to happen. They were mad at her for it. And then, of course, everybody loves it. It's the talk of the thing. Everyone's making gifs and
It's the literal greatest thing that it is the most entertaining thing that Nia Jax has done in her entire career
Or life,
and
maybe.
it will not life, and it won't be topped. This is it. This is the moment. This is as good as it gets for Nia Jax.
yeah, this is like Titus O'Neil tripping in the Rumble thing. Like that's it. That you peaked,
This
bud.
is it.
That's it.
There it is. My holes while champion. Like that's as good as it's gonna get for her. So God fucking bless it. Like don't ask why she's in programs ever again. She was who did my holes.
Obviously, it's a whole meme. It's a whole GIF thing now. But when it happened, that's one of the funnier things that the hardest I've laughed in a long time at wrestling. I was dying. I got to give her credit. It was a nice little improvisation.
God.
I really want to know the behind the like the real story on this.
I would love to be a canary on the wall just to see what that meeting was
Send
like.
some canaries out, will you?
So I would love to.
My God. Oh. Yeah, that was the thing to talk about with Monday Night Raw.
That was SmackDown. That was Raw.
Monday Night Hole. That's what we're going to call it from now
Monday
on.
Night Hole is the Monday Night Hole. My gosh. My God. All right, so smack it down.
Let's go to SmackDown.
SmackDown felt kind of thin to me this week.
Yeah, we were saying that.
You know what? It was on Hulu. That episode is normally around 100, like an hour and 30 minutes.
No, you can't watch on
And
Hulu.
this week it was an hour and 22. The SmackDown one actually is the only one that's full.
Oh, yeah,
NXT
because they don't need to cut
and Raw
anything.
or not. Yeah. But it was really, really, really short, and they did recap after recap. They recapped everyone's fucking fights. Roman Reigns fight, Bianca Belair winning the WrestleMania. Winning the Royal Rumble, excuse me, and going to WrestleMania. They recapped everything. There was hardly any matches, any fucking content.
Speaking of recaps and packages, let's talk about one of the big stories on SmackDown, Seth Rollins returning. How many times in the last 2 weeks did we need to see that vignette about Seth Rollins? Like, did we as an audience forget who fucking Seth Rollins is? Like, show it one time.
Yes.
I don't need to see this 30-second Seth Rollins teaser 6 times on SmackDown. Like, what the hell?
It was really gross.
Yeah, it was over.
It really bugged me. I was like, they're showing it again? Like, I don't need to see this.
Precisely.
He's Seth Rollins. We get it.
Well, he's here to end the annual Cesaro push.
I mean, he comes back.
No,
we have his old music back, which he came back for the Rumble. He made his return. He came out with the Messiah music, and I thought, okay, that's probably right. At first, I thought he was going to come back with his old music, but I said, let's save that for a crowd, maybe even Mania when you have some crowd in there, and we could get everyone to shout, "Burn it down!" It'll be a great time. But no. He comes out on Friday night with his old music, Burn It Down, with no crowd. They don't even pump a fake one in, which I'm grateful for. But the gimmick seems unchanged. It just seemed, the whole thing seemed underwhelming to me, with making the whole locker room come out, and then everyone leaves but Cesaro, who just stays to tell him that he's the same thing and nothing's really changed, which I agree with. And then Rollins attacked him. I don't know. Did you guys like this? Were you high on this?
I wasn't, but someone I read online said that this was a reuse of the same segment from a town hall meeting that he did in 2019.
Oh,
where one person stayed, and evidently that was Kevin Owens. I didn't like it, but I was excited to see him back when he came down the ramp, and then when he was just talking and everybody just started leaving, I was like, this is just kind of lame. It just didn't excite me the way I wanted it to. I thought he looked cool as fuck. That suit and that tie made him like the fucking devil.
If you're gonna come out wearing that all leather suit, down the tie and the fucking shirt was leather, let's do something. But I don't know.
It put me in a mind of, and maybe I'll send this to you. It's an old Mr. Kennedy promo.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was one of the times he came back from an injury, and the crowd was really into him when he came back. And he came out there with all the energy, all the bluster, and he turned on them so smooth.
Yeah.
And it felt like a less effective version of this, because coming home from coming back from being a baby, from having a baby, you're a natural baby face.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about us wanting to embrace you. Kind of Sami Zayn did a similar thing when he came back as a face and then turned heel immediately.
Yeah.
But you're right. It was just kind of lame in execution. Maybe it's one of the things that's impossible without a crowd, but it was just kind of lame.
I didn't see. Yeah, he didn't sell that then, because he still had the one glove on or whatever. I just knew that he was kind of still his Messiah-ish self.
By the time he walked out, I knew he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And they were struggling with that thing you've been talking about over easy with the sound,
oh God,
which worked in something I want to talk about. Right after this is the Big E Apollo moment. It worked during that, but when Cesaro said something to Seth, I had no idea what he said, and I was just like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I just feel like the mixing of this sound is really bad.
They need to decide exactly how much and when they want us to hear and keep it consistent.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very distracting for my partner who's not watching the show, but it's on in the background, and she's like, what is the sound? Why does it sound like someone's like holding one really low note, like? I'm like, I don't know. It's a horrible sound. I just they can't figure it out.
They cannot.
So what do you want to say about that Big E Shinsuke match?
Bro, I just love this Big E, man. Okay, so first of all, first off, Big E hated
God
this
bless
promo.
Huh?
And I don't blame him, because they just had pop reference after pop reference.
They're doing that
after
so
pop
much
reference.
lately. It's a little cringy.
Just like, is this like the Weekend Update? What the fuck am I watching right
yeah,
now?
they
Like,
want to do the pop culture shit.
get this shit out of here.
Gorilla Glue.
But then Apollo got in the ring, and Big E told him to go to catering. And then he put the mic down by his side, and you just heard these two like trash talking where it sounded like it like
Fly on the
could
wall
be a-
shit.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah, that was cool.
it sounded fucking real,
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
we're seeing something we shouldn't be seeing. And I don't know, man, I just thought it made both of them look great. Apollo is heading towards this heel turn, I guess, and it's making him more interesting. You know, as we talked about last week, he doesn't really have that much of a personality.
Yeah.
But if for some reason he's about to be this bad guy, I could possibly see it.
He needs this.
Yeah. And Big E is helping him and having a good run. I'm loving it.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of good work. Yeah, the promo up top was kind of weak. Big E has bad black actor syndrome when alone on the mic. He does a lot of things that bad black actors do.
I thought he was rushing it because he was like, "This is bullshit."
And I think maybe, but his promos like all alone. I never am a fan of. I think he's best
I don't think we've
talking
seen
to
many of those, so I don't
And
even
they're not-
have anything to reference it to it yet.
There's a couple like I remember a couple like right before the New Day happened, and
With Biggie Langston.
he didn't know how to talk, so he would talk like this. You know, it was weird because he didn't quite know what to do, and I saw a lot of shades of that there. And he's best when talking to someone, and yeah, that was weird. But the match itself and working with Shinsuke and working with Apollo, Shinsuke's there to put over the talent, like you said.
Yep.
Still great. Put on a great match. Came out. Now that my Shinsuke expectations have been lowered, all
sad.
the way to the floor, I can like appreciate him for what it is, and he gave Big E a great match.
He sure did.
Yep.
So that's what he's here to do. That's what he did.
I'd like Shinsuke just to hold the belt for like a night.
Yeah, he should have. He should have won it at
Well,
WrestleMania and maybe lost it 2 months later.
Yep. Just one of those against AJ would have been nice, but alas.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
No, you put some respect on the work of Cesaro and Daniel Bryan against the Dirty Dogs.
I'm sorry. Oh man, that was cool, and they both had a lot of fun on Talking Smack, man. Over Easy was right, bro. Talking Smack and Raw Talk are definitely required viewing now, man.
I haven't seen
There's
Raw
so much
Talk
going
really
on.
yet, but Talking Smack for sure.
Kayla and fucking Paul Heyman, bro.
A little chemistry going on.
It's great. And Paul Heyman, oh man, he's the best.
It's a vehicle for Paul Heyman to get
he's so
people
good.
over.
It really is.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this shit. Anyways, KO's back, and as I was telling JB before we started this show, he has to win the belt. He has to.
Just like Shinsuke had to.
Oh
Yeah.
Just like Samoa Joe had to.
Yup.
Did any of them have a 5 to 6 pay-per-view? Like,
I mean, well, KO's already
what?
had it, to be fair. But,
That's true.
But yeah, just
I feel like
comparing
they've
him
been doing
to
this
those last two guys.
forever. I feel like they've been doing it forever.
Because they have been doing it forever.
How many pay-per-views has this been? At least 3?
I mean, it isn't even another pay-per-view yet because he hasn't won it.
It's not a foregone
You know?
conclusion.
It's not a foregone conclusion, and I think he'll probably. I think Cesaro is going to win the Elimination Chamber.
That is your pick.
But he fucking came back, and you know why I think it's gonna be him? Because I think Vince is trying to rewrite like history. Like I think he wants KO to be Austin, and I think he wants Roman to be The Rock. Like I really think he's trying to do that. KO comes in and gives 4 fucking stunners.
Yeah, he stunned
Like,
the world.
He stunned the world and stood tall and talked straight to the camera to Roman again. Like, it seems like it's gonna be KO again to win the Elimination Chamber and face Roman Reigns.
I do think he, like, as far as like ending for hype, I don't think other than Daniel Bryan, who isn't the stand tall at the end of the of a big melee type, he's more sympathetic at this moment. I think that's KO's the only guy he thinks is even legitimately a kind of star.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only one he would even, if Roman's not going to be the one standing tall because he's in the back,
Or Edge.
and Daniel Bryan or Edge, but Edge is floating, he's not fighting anybody,
Right.
You know, my only established regular TV star is kind of KO. Like,
But then so I think he's gonna use that vehicle.
yeah, I mean, he's sure.
Or I hope he does.
Why not? He's been riding it forever.
I don't know. I just don't know what to do with it. If like I said, JB, if he wins the belt, the whole program will have been worth it. If he does not win the belt, what have we been doing for the last 2 months?
Now, that's interesting. What if Kevin Owens wins the belt at WrestleMania? Could he be the hero that overtakes Roman Reigns?
It would be a surprising. It would be a great but poorly told story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
you told me a great story very poorly. You should have spent more time from KO's point of view if this is the story you're telling, but you still told the story.
Yeah.
So, but hey, if he does that, cool. But
I don't think that's going to be it either.
Man.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either.
God bless.
He's the dude who's on the other side of the scale on SmackDown with Roman.
Yeah.
For better or worse, week after week, he's there.
And week and week and week and week and week.
He's doing his thing. You can't say anything bad about Kevin Owens' performance.
No, but he's doing too much of the thing. He's doing his thing, your thing, my thing. He's doing 2 parts on this podcast. Like, damn. Like, you ate, KO. Can someone else get some food in their mouth? Damn.
Yeah.
You said it though. A payday's a payday.
Yeah, sure right. I ain't turning it down if I'm him. If you ain't feeding me, fucking me, or financing me, I'm not turning down money on your behalf.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the main thing from Raw and SmackDown was we now know the Elimination Chamber competitors, correct?
Yeah.
Now, are there 2 Elimination Chamber matches?
There are.
And in the one, Drew is in the match and defending the title in the match.
Mm-hmm.
And in the other, as right now, because I guess Roman Reigns just makes the rules. Because he made the rule that, like, listen, here's what's going to happen according to Paul Heyman. Roman's not in the match, but whoever wins will get a Universal title opportunity on the spot. And Adam Pearce was just like, I guess so. Like, Roman is the boss making the rules, I guess. That's cool. But we'll see.
Prediction on that: Roman will interfere, make Jay win, and then the match with Jay.
Finger point of doom.
Finger point of doom.
There it is.
Could be.
Like.
Or Kevin Owens wins.
Oh my gosh! By the way, on Talking Smack, Paul Heyman brought up the finger point of doom to Kayla, and he was like mad that she had no reaction. He was like, no reaction. Too soon. Too early. How young are you? And then he was like, it must be nice to just be so beautiful and just to be on TV.
Oh my god!
Just like, my god, that snowballed, Paul. Fuck.
Kayla gives him some looks too. I'm like, ooh, shit.
They're excellent together.
Yeah. Anything else worth talking about on Friday Night SmackDown?
That's it. We can move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, because you know what time it is? It's time for the Impact 30 seconds.
Bam!
Get
I'm
your
fucking
shit
ready.
No,
together,
we got
baby.
60 seconds.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You get a whole
60 seconds.
minute.
I get a whole minute. Oh, my good. Here we go.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bitch, here we go. Back, bow, in your mouth. Here we have the Impact Minute coming straight to you from Impact Zone. We're having new surrender going on last time. We had an old ass man, an old crusty, crippity, crunkety man, Tommy Dreamer, doing his best impression of Terry Funk fighting Rick Swann for the Impact World title. That's less said about this match, the better. It was an old man fighting a young man, and that really shouldn't have happened. So we're going to go ahead and move on out the way and get to Private Party, who's in for the Tag Team Championships against
seconds.
James Storm. How many seconds?
30 seconds.
30 seconds against James Storm and the Motion Machine Gun and the Good Brothers. A fantastic match. The flipping, the flopping, making good use of Private Party, getting them all the kind of exposure they
15
need
seconds.
this kind of time today. Next thing you know, Jordan Grace is fighting with Jazz and ODB because she is so good, goddamn thick, baby. And she's always going to have time for that because this has been Impact Minute because we are.
That's it, man.
Well, you don't need to watch Impact if you tune into the 420 Wrestling Hour. Every week, you get a recap that tells you everything you need to know about the show. And it's probably more entertaining. Let's be honest.
It was good shit, baby. Good shit. Old men fighting, thick women wrestling.
That's right. There was the Impact Minute with the Impact driver himself.
Boom, boom. Shall we move on to AEW?
Yes. Now that because we're in the same world now.
Mm-hmm. Every world outside of the WWE is the world now.
That's absolutely correct.
That's what's absolutely great about it. So we had the TNT champion Joey Janela fighting Darby Allin. I love matches like this.
What an opener!
I love it. What an opener!
It was awesome.
Like did I believe Joey Janela was gonna win? Nope, but I wasn't. Did I believe we were gonna see a crash test roller derby kind of match? Yup.
Yeah, don't sleep on the bad boy.
Absolutely loved it. Like the way Darby throws his body around is something to behold.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You've mentioned it before, and I can't stop thinking about it now. If I was in, in 7th or 8th grade, Darby Allin would be the dude who I was like drawing on my Trapper Keeper, putting his poster up on my wall. He'd be the dude.
That's awesome. Like I'm so jealous for these kids that watch AEW, and now apparently by extension everything else in the wrestling world, they get it all now.
Yeah.
Like, and they actually sorry.
Were you guys confused that Taz didn't show up anytime?
I didn't miss him.
No. I didn't miss him either, but commentary kept putting over that Taz said he would be involved in the match, and then Taz, like, he was nowhere to be found. I was just like, what? Why are they putting this over? And then he's like not around.
Well, he showed up later. He made a promise, and
they dragged Darby Allin in a car
and kidnapped him.
That was
right. But like he said he would be involved. I was just confused. That they were like said he would be involved in this match, but he didn't. He wasn't. He let him win, and then he kidnapped him. Which shit looked, man. Just thinking like as an actor, like I really hope that bag was fucking sturdy, because holy shit,
it seemed like a little much. I'm just like, oh wow, is this happening?
They went fast as fuck.
See, this is the thing when we talk about AEW, and not just the announcers sometimes, but sometimes just the overall vibe of the show. For say what you will, the stakes aren't as high as I want them to be a lot of times.
Yeah.
So that when all of the sudden you have Darby Allin in a body bag being drugged by a vehicle, I'm just like, whoa, what is happening on AEW right now? It seemed like a lot, but I liked it.
Bro, to keep going with the acting analogies, it's like we're watching a Saturday night show with like a Sunday matinee audience.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Yeah, that's what it's often felt like to me. Yeah, it's felt like kind of like a golf match or something.
They're thinking more about heading to Golden Corral right after.
Yeah.
I love the way Jon Moxley gives his promos. It's just the rhythm to them. It's just a beautiful rhythm.
I agree.
It reminds me of listening to Dusty Rhodes talk. Like, I didn't care what he's saying, just the way that it all just kind of comes out of the way. It just all sounds so good. I would love that. I just love listening to it now.
Yeah, it's very everyman in a way.
Mm-hmm. And you can just feel the rage kind of like building in him with waves and stuff.
Yeah.
And the U.S. belt from Japan is one of the most beautiful belts.
Holy shit.
Like, which
It's
is
really
better,
nice.
the U.S. belt in WWE or the U.S. belt from New Japan?
I think it's the New Japan.
Oh
The
no,
US
not right.
belt
Not
in
now.
WWE is easy.
Not now.
I-
The old one for sure, not this one.
by this much, I'm still gonna give it to New Japan, but like, damn it, they're so good. The U.S. belts are the best belt designs.
That
in
New Japan
wrestling.
U.S. belt is fire.
It is gorgeous.
fire.
When I saw John
but-
Moxley holding that, I was like, you don't need to miss that AEW gold that much, bro. You got a good belt
Nice.
there.
That's beautiful. I want that belt. I don't know where to start. So Sammy in the Inner Circle.
Wow.
Gonna blow up.
This is the week of factions splintering.
Yeah.
What is happening with the Inner Circle?
Is it just me or is Sammy too tongue in cheek, like with everything he's doing,
What do you mean?
talking right now?
I don't know.
No,
Or is he just that laid back?
I think I like it. I think
think
he
he's
is
just
that laid back. I think it's the character, and I think I do pick up on a smidgen of tongue in cheekness with the Inner Circle shtick, but I like just enough. Like it's just enough.
I think it may be like a bad actor syndrome, kind of like with what JB was talking about with Big E. Like I'm seeing just like a young kid like trying to like do this really cool scene shit like with MJF and like Jericho and just like not really ready for it. I don't think he is. And so maybe that's more of what's getting to me is like I want him to be like super in it, and he's doing stuff with MJF, who is a baller of an actor.
I get
we,
you.
like,
I get you.
already established.
He's just being
And
unacted.
it's just two different levels, and that shit's fucking with me. But I need to let that go.
It's I just watched the Brandy Cinderella movie. And if you watch that scene, the prince in the garden is acting his ass off, and Brandy is doing her best. She is doing her absolute best. It's not great, but it is everything that she has. And this guy is just, hey, it's just different. There's levels to this game, as Wale would say.
Yes.
Levels.
It's true.
But still, like, yo, the babyface run of Sammy begins as long as he doesn't stop fucking up with Impact. Quit fucking up, Sammy.
Fucking up.
Evidently, they're all good with it though.
Yeah, but I mean, everything's all good between AEW and Impact, but Sammy is fucking up.
Explain this to me. I think I missed this.
No, he was supposed to be on Impact. He's supposed to be on Impact, and he was on the way. And he started texting them and said, "Hey, yo, why don't we do this instead of the shit that we plan? Why don't we do this instead of the shit that we plan?"
What?
And they're like, "Hey, why don't you go to fuck back to Jacksonville?"
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Jericho was pretty much just like go back.
Hey, get your ass back here. Get back on the plane. Get back on the plane.
Okay. What?
Yeah, I was confused about that, especially with him having the night he had on Wednesday. Maybe that's why he was a little confused. Maybe that's why he was a little out of it. Like just so much other shit going on behind the scenes.
That's the performer's business. He did a young
Exactly.
from where we're standing, he did a young guy dumb thing.
Huh.
You know,
He's done a couple of
hopefully
those.
He's done so. Hopefully they get him back in line and like, hey, you were fucking it up.
Yeah.
Don't fuck.
Wow,
this
I didn't hear
up,
about that.
Sammy.
Shit.
Yeah. So, but other than that, he's all set up for a wonderful babyface run.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I just love that
Man.
Inner Circle stuff.
Me
I do too. I'm tired of them recreating this Judas in my mind moment though. Judas in my
That-
mind.
I still love it.
I'm done. I'm done with it.
You
Move
what? So
on.
what? Singing the
I
song?
mean,
Yes, because
No.
this week they looked around at people and motherfuckers did not know the words, and I'm done. I'm done with it. If you don't know the words, don't fucking pretend.
you
Don't
are
fucking
alone
try and
along.
like scream that shit out. Like
Well, guess what I'm doing when I watch it? I'm singing
you,
along. So
no,
yep,
JB, you know
yes,
the
I
fucking
am.
words.
I do, but I don't want it to go waste because I want to sing
Nah,
along to the
yeah,
words that
I
I know
love it.
every time it comes out there. It's
No.
eventually gonna go away, but when that day goes, I'll be sad.
It's not gonna
I
go
think
away
it'll be
until
good.
crowds
I think
come
it'll be
back.
good with the huge crowd. But right now,
I
it's
love
not
it
great.
now. I love it always. I love it until I'll choke on it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Joke on it. Don't spit.
I sing along every
Swallow.
time. Every time
Swallow slow,
without
man.
fail.
Fucking swallow it, baby. You too, over easy.
Harry told me to
Gulp.
slow. But
Hey,
you know what?
Goofy.
You know what? I will gladly swallow that main event. That main event, baby. So, what'd you think of that fucking all over the place. That's how you do a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Wow.
You go everywhere.
Wow. Yeah, they did it all.
Like kicking people through trash cans, Kenna coming off the stage, just falling right through Jon Moxley. Just right through his ass. Like, that shit is painful. Lance Archer is a monster.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I love the set piece around Pretty Peter's bed too. That was beautiful. I wonder why he was on the show earlier. I'm like, why'd you have him here? I guess you got to get the Leo win over somebody. But perfect to have him there, putting people through that fucking heart-shaped bed.
Yes.
Great shit. Tony Schiavone screaming, "He potatoed him!" is better than anything he's ever screamed.
Okay, yeah, he was getting me with the potato shit. That was very good.
He potatoed him.
I'm gonna say a good thing about Tony Schiavone. That was very good. I don't know if it was planned. It's gotta be. Maybe it was. But yes.
There's no other thing to say when you see that.
Anything nice about him.
What else are you gonna say?
I literally wrote, "I'm tired of letting Tony get to me. I'm gonna accept the things I cannot change."
He did do a horrible sting in the episode.
It was really
He
bad.
said he did a horrible sting and then looked around,
ever.
knowing he did a horrible sting, and was just like, I did my best. I'm like, what the fuck?
And coming up,
raise the stakes, bro.
It's like, bro,
Now, it was bad.
very bad.
Did they get you with the Jake the Snake spot?
What do you mean? Did they get me?
Did they think he was? Did you think Kenny was gonna V-trigger Jake the Snake?
No, I didn't.
Oh my
did.
gosh.
I did.
Well,
I did. I thought he was gonna kill him. I thought he was dead. I thought he was gonna fucking kill Jake the Snake, and I was like, no. I started playing that Run the Jewels song, and I was like, don't do it.
Which Run the Jewels song?
The one where they drop about they drop a Jake the Snake line. I think.
Oh yeah, I Jake the Snake
part
him,
one.
DDT him, and Mausoleum.
Yeah, I started playing. I'm like, no, dun 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 dun.
Dun. Yeah.
And then Moxley came in and like, he is my hero with that spiked bat.
Come on.
He's a fucking hero.
Dude, I got to go back and set that song to that scene right before he almost takes off Jake the Snake's head.
And then the assisted one-winged angel on Lance Archer.
Fuck.
That's how you do it.
Oh, so good.
It was a hell of a match.
So what'd you think of Hideo Itami?
I mean, he's a good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler.
But he's always been a good wrestler, right? Like, we already knew that when he was in WWE. But it's about him getting into a storyline, and the fact that he has a storyline with Mox right now, to where he's carrying. When I saw him carrying around that briefcase, I was like, okay, I'm into this. Like, he's like, I'm coming to get my shit, and I'm taking it home, and peace out. Like, I'm just, I don't know. That made me like immediately into the possibility of what you were talking about, like this expanded universe.
Like, and to that thing's like, to both of those points, like the difference between Hideo and Kenta is Hideo was Kenta. Kenta is Kenta.
Yes.
Like, Kenta is a badass. Hideo was a badass.
Hideo was
in a land long ago.
Kenta was never himself as Hideo Itami. You could there was just something that wasn't the same.
Yeah, and he got to do like legend stuff, and he got to be inspirational, but he didn't get to be a fucking badass. He didn't get to drop kick somebody's face in through a trash can.
He looks really fucking cool, bro.
Come on.
He is fucking cool. They literally made him as uncool as humanly possible in WWE. Like, they could not have made him less cool unless they tried.
Yeah.
Like, that's God.
He just gets it, man. I remember when he took off. What was he wearing the week before? He like took off something and just like revealed himself. And the way he stood there, I was just like, this guy gets it.
Yeah.
He's just fucking cool.
Oh yeah. He's one of the greats.
And these are the performers that we're getting. And like, even if we don't know a thing about them, they are that good at what they do. And now they're coming. Like, Okada's coming, I hear.
I was just
Okada's
gonna say,
on his way to
the
AEW,
news is
baby.
Okada is coming at some point.
Kushika Okada?
What?
How you say it?
Them too. They all coming. Anything's possible.
How do you say it? I remember this guy. He was like, and Tanahashi, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck these people are.
Well,
Brock Lesnar? I don't. Fuck.
Well, luckily the New Japan drive is almost ready, so I'll have that ready for you guys, so you can get all caught up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do need to catch up on New Japan.
Thank you.
But yeah,
I won't let us finish up though without fucking acknowledging how funny John Silver is, bro.
Yes, this whole Hangman thing with Matt Hardy and now that whole interaction with inner circle not inner circle Dark Order backstage. Money.
He said, "Catch you on the flip." He said, "Oh, Hangman." Like he didn't know his fucking name.
Afterwards, he's like, "Oh, so stupid."
I'm just so into this guy.
Like
now.
I said, that's why I like Hangman in that position, because it gives so many people a chance to do that stuff with him. Like John Cena's great.
Hangman's like, "Oh, I'm going to the bar with Matt." He's like, "Oh yeah,
Hangman
cool,
Page
cool."
Is the Hugh Grant of wrestling.
He's the Hugh Grant of wrestling.
It's just so awkward.
Right. Right. Yes.
So good.
Well, was that the week?
I think that may have been the week in wrestling.
Week. All right.
I think we're pretty stoned on that week.
I think that's a good week, man. We had a lot of cool stuff happening, and we got a lot of cool stuff to come. I want to give the last word, or at least close to it, to our guest who's going to be here next week. We got it all lined up, baby. We're gonna hear from him one more again, just so you remember what he's at. A guest from the Smacked Raw podcast. We're gonna have him on next week to talk to us.
This is Mr. Kevin Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I guess he'll talk a little bit after Elimination Chamber with us, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having them on. I was checking out their podcast, Smacked Raw. They got a lot of shit going on. Also,
you should give it a listen, everybody.
We should,
Smacked Raw podcast.
Since we're making friends with Kevin Crazy of Smacked Raw, I think they do all their podcasts via Twitch, which we're too high to figure out. So maybe we should figure out from our new friends how to work Twitch, because we want to use.
Gonna get that in.
We want to do that. So yeah, we're gonna play a little promo from Kevin Crazy again, real quick.
Yeah, right quick.
Let's hear from this guy.
What up? It's your boy Kevin Crazy coming at you like blue cheese to a chicken wing. Your resident AEW mark at the Smacked Raw podcast. I'm here to tell you I'm going to be joining my boys here at the 420 Wrestling Hour, and I couldn't be more excited. Mostly because the crews over there at my show, the Smacked Raw podcast, they ain't smoking, or at least they're not keeping up with me. So I'm real excited to speak to some high-minded individuals, get lifted, and have some conversations about wrestling. I can't wait to come on your show, join the smoke sesh, and give you my opinions, whether you want them or not.
All right, we're back.
There it is. We back, baby.
We're looking forward to having him on. Shout outs, Kevin Crazy, and the Smacked Raw podcast. Anyway, we're out there on Twitter and Instagram. It's at 420 Wrestle Hour. Follow us there.
Yeah, baby. Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, salute.
No doubt
Shout
about
outs
it.
to Big E, Intercontinental Champion. Junkyard Dog.
There's other great, since it's Black History Month, if you guys don't follow Black Wrestling and the Black Announcer Table, those are two on Instagram and podcasts that I also enjoy a lot as well.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out.
I think I follow them on our Instagram account. If not, I do on my personal, and we shall go follow them on our podcast page too.
Shame on the black delegation of this podcast for not knowing about that.
Come on.
Faces all out.
Come on. Get with it.
Hey,
Shame on us.
It's not our, it's not our
both like,
job.
oh.
You know,
It's not our job.
the affirmative action has been helping me with my education, so
Yeah, please.
we should probably go out on that.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, join us next week for another week where we will get high on wrestling on the 420 Wrestling Hour. Take it sleazy.
So.
Yeah.
Hey, Stoned Wrestling fans. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you why. First and foremost, it's free. Hey, more money for that overpriced dispensary weed. Also, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor's also going to distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that jazz. You can make money from your podcast as well with no minimum listenership. Yo, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. But maybe smoke first, because that's always good.